Entering the race, I qualified 5th place due to not having the best qualifying run, but I was able to use cart 26 for the race, which was actually the cart used to qualifying first, so I knew my chances were pretty good entering the race.
This falls off, not responsible. Yes, of course.
Now, skipping to the start of the race, I try to stay as close as I can to the person in front as we get closer to the green flag. In the last race I did, my start wasn't too good, so this was a really important part for me. And as it gets waved, I get an amazing start, instantly going 3 wide with 3rd place. I tried to get it on the inside of 1st place, but I didn't quite get it. But up to this point, I went from 5th place now to 2nd place, and having pace to catch up to the leader, I knew that, and especially with how good my cart was, I try to make sure to stay as close as I can to him without bumping him or losing me time, but trying to not safe too much in order to not let the people behind pass me. Now, entering the end of the lap, I try to make this my attempt to pass for the lead. I peek towards his inside, get to the apex first, but I get a bit of oversteer on exit, and he manages to cut right back in front of me. And every other part of the track, it's very hard to overtake and very risky, so I knew that I would have to wait until next lap. So I used this lap to give him a few pushes and try to gain way from the people behind to make sure if I do make an attempt next lap, I will not be at risk of getting passed, especially in the opening laps when everyone was so close to each other. And now entering the final 3 corners, he goes defensive, which means we're side by side entering the final 2 corners, but he has the inside for one of the turns and regains that lead. But onto this straight, I get a really good run. I go side by side with him, and now he's basically almost behind my cart, and now is, but because of how much speed I had during that straight, I managed to get that pass done. But now the pressure was on to hold the lead, which was seen in the oversteer I just had, how much I was pushing, trying to keep that lead. And I was thinking that he would send me in every corner. At least 3 cars were behind us, and I would have to defend every corner or hope no one would be attempting to pass. Going onto the straight with only 2 laps left to go, nothing really happened in the race, and I still managed to keep my lead. And an amazing driver, Wyatt, was behind me, and I knew he was faster, so I was really hoping he wouldn't pass me. I saw a lapped car up ahead. I had managed to pass him earlier in the race since it was at a pretty easy spot, but a bit risky. Entering the braking zone, I try to go for a gap on the inside, but it closed too quickly for me to react, and I make contact, losing that lead. And as I remerge onto the track, 2nd and 3rd place get by me, just before the S's. And now it's my goal to at least reclaim that podium and hopefully get to 2nd place, which I made my goal before the end of the race. Skipping just a few corners ahead onto the main straight, I tried to gain a run on 3rd place, but I don't manage to get by him. And now it's a final lap, so it's all or nothing. So I make an attempt here, try to keep it from hitting first place, and I managed to get the pass done, moving myself up to third place, and my eyes were instantly set to trying to regain second place. And I try to do a switchback here, but I don't get good enough of a run, and with some oversteer, I'm still placed behind him. And now with only around 4 corners left, I'm very desperate to pass him. He goes semi-defensive here, but I still try to go for a gap on the inside, and I end up locking the brakes, spinning myself around, and moving myself down to 5th place, which is then where I finished the race.